get a one-liner from you on how your client's
I'm not going to be
doing?
able to say anything right now about this case.
Is he suicidal?
No, my client's not suicidal.
He tried to kill himself, though.
Well, we're not going to go into all the details right now about his interrogation and the way he's been treated by the sheriff's office and at the jail.
It seems like you're implying like he's been mistreated.
No, I'm not implying he's been mistreated by no one. No, you're incorrect on that.
He was
Matt.
trying to say something. What was he trying to say in court as he was being walked out?
I'm not aware of him making any statements in court today. We had talked previously about his case.
Matt,
You
what
had
about those
mentioned that
technical?
you were talking about the issue of him being arrested by Lake Mary Police, brought to the jail. Are you still going to go forward with that? Do you feel like that was mishandled?
We're just going to have to sort that all out in court before Judge Hudson at the appropriate time.
So the answer is yes?
We'll have to sort it all out. I haven't received any of the investigative materials from the sheriff's office at this time or the Lake Mary Police. So now that Mr. Toledo's been arraigned, they'll be under requirement to provide me with those investigative materials and any statements they've taken, any action by law enforcement. So that will now, under Florida law, they'll have to start giving me those materials, and we'll start reviewing what actions have been done by the sheriff's office and by the Lake Mary Police, and we'll take appropriate steps in court before Judge Hudson at the appropriate time.
Matt, you know what's been going on with the family here and all. Have you been able to talk to your client and ask him whether he could share any information with this family?
I'm not going to be able to talk about anything that I've said with my client. Of course, we've been meeting at the county jail. The public defender's office is on the job. We're representing Mr. Toledo, and we're going to do everything appropriate to defend Mr. Toledo in court.
But he allegedly confessed to this second.
I haven't received any materials from the sheriff's office or the Lake Mary Police, so we'll just have to wait till we get those documents, those investigative materials, then we'll have a better idea about what we're going to litigate in court.
Is he ever going to be willing to answer any questions or assist investigators in locating the bodies of the children or Jasenia?
I am not going to be able to talk about anything that Mr. Toledo has to say with me in confidence as his attorney.
Matt, one count, one murder charge, correct? At this point?
Today, Mr. Toledo was in court to face a single count information.
Second-degree murder.
Second-degree murder regarding the death of Yesenia Suarez.
If those children turn up, that could turn to a capital case, correct?
You need to talk to the sheriff's office about that. I'm not connected with law enforcement. All I know right now is he's been accused of one count of second-degree murder.
What do
Thanks,
you think
Matt.
about the fact that they've charged him with murder without having a body? How does that play into your...
Well, under Florida law and U.S. law, it is possible to prosecute someone without a physical body of a victim. It's very rare, but it has been done within the last 20 years here in the United States. So it's legally possible to do that.
You said he's not suicidal. What has been his condition in jail, his mental state and his health?
Well, I really am not going to go into anything that's going on. I can tell you is the people of jail have been taking appropriate care of him. He has not been mistreated by anybody at the county jail, and he's just being incarcerated at the county jail right now, treated like any other inmate.
I understand the family's been sending him quite a bit of mail as well as parishioners from his church. Are you advising him to read those letters and...
I'm not going to go into anything that I'm talking about with my client.
Matt, do you think that the Zimmerman looniness lately kind of gives the public a skewed thought about giving this guy a break?
I'm not going to
Benefit of
make
the
any
doubt.
comments about what the effect of George Zimmerman's case on the legal system has been.
Matt, your last name?
Phillips.
Phillips. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Matt.